So in this episode it actually covers my second week at school and actually doing learning, some lovely highlights from the game against Medway, and a few other things. But however, next week's one, I've got a game against Ashford, so we can also get highlights from that as well.
So here are some of the highlights I managed to get at the Medway versus Bex Valley game. I didn't end up throwing many hooker throws, but this is one of the ones my mum managed to film. Overall, I think we haven't played together in such a long time that at the start it was a little bit slow, but we managed to pick it up and absolutely smash Medway, which I'm very happy about, as the final result was 45-10.
So today I don't have a lot to video about, and that was because I was in school day, so I didn't have any rugby. However, it was more of like an introduction than Unit 1, than just going straight in, as he was explaining to us the grade boundaries and just everything like that, and how the test will be like marked and everything. So we got a U, which is a fail, you got an NP, which is a nearly pass, and to get that it's like 7 points, and this is like out of 100 something, so this was quite concerning, this actual charts, to see how hard it actually is considering how low everyone got. So a pass is an 8, a merit is, I think it goes up to 32, and then a distinction, I'm pretty sure that's in the 40s or 50s, so obviously it goes up, but hopefully I should be fine, and definitely getting into studying. But I also have homework to do this week, so that's going to be fun. But it's mostly like topics you would have covered in kind of GCSE, but if no one had done it, or if they did different topics, it's just going over that at first. So I quite liked it. However, I feel like the day dragged on a bit, even though it ended early because we moved some things around. So overall I was quite happy with how it came out. It just felt really long. So I didn't manage to get in the video from yesterday as I didn't have enough time by the time I came back. So yesterday was a bit of a weird one, only because A-levels have their classes in the morning. So we ended up starting at 1 and ending around 5. But obviously a lot of gaps in between that time. So first off, we started with a team meeting which mostly talked about what we'd be doing, and also a bit about who's going to be our new coach as Pat is leaving. And so yesterday was mostly attack based, like the entire thing for the morning session was attack based. So it ended up being getting into the right position, first starting really close, and then obviously you could slowly bring it into game situation, which we did end up doing. And then we had 2 sections going on. So we had the one where it was the attacking one, and then we had another which was focused more on like speed and stepping. So after a while we had swapped round. And so after running into the bags, or being the bag person and running into them, and constantly working out new scenarios, as we only had 3 phases we were allowed to do, we ended up switching to the other coach, and then there we did run straight, but there's a person with a bag in front of us, and we had to move either left or right considering where they moved. So we'd sidestep the first person, and then we could pick a direction to run, as there was 2 poles on each side, but there'd be a defender coming in to try and get you. So you could run to one, and then step them and run to the other, or if you thought you could make it in time, just run straight at that one. So after that we had quite a long break for me, as the people who weren't in ACOM actually did their gym first, and then the people who weren't was after, which normally we have forwards and back split, but this time it wasn't like that, as there just wasn't a lot of us who were in ACOM at this time. So we ended up doing gym, which was focused on lower body. We ended up having a few new exercises involved with it, but as I said, mostly lower body. So today I had no rugby whatsoever, and this is because I was in class most of the day. So I started at 9 and I ended up at around 3:44. So it was quite a long day, but we managed to get loads in. So for the first few hours, it was kind of like an introduction and getting all our laptops set up, like signing in, creating emails, changing passwords, And after that, we had to go through different videos and then do little quizzes on them. So I think one of the quizzes was common sense. But, because one of the questions was actually, do you wear your lanyard all day? Yes or no? And obviously, the answer is yes, because we're not allowed to take them off. But obviously, I found that really boring. But lucky for me, that was only for the first hour, and then we got some actual work in, and the work was hard, but easy at the same time. So if you have good memory, it was easy. If you don't, like me, it wasn't the best, only because we had to learn 26 bones and then find the definition of 10 words, but obviously they're all about anatomy and different parts of the body kind of thing. So that's what we were doing all day, and it felt like it was forever, but I did quite enjoy it actually, so I'm quite happy with how today went. And then just earlier I was playing some touch with a few of the roommates I've got here. So today was a bit different as our coach finally showed up. So this is the new one. This was our first time seeing him. And we had a second year take over a bit to just kind of show him how we react to different things. So first two were tackling. So the first one was defending tackling. So we had to go, our group line up and then go ahead and tackle whoever runs at us. And then the other side was more attacking. So two people came in, we both tackled them, and then someone had to rock over, and there was another person on the other side who was ready to jackal, so we had to get there quickly. So we had attack and defence. After that, we went into a bit of a 15 versus 15. However, this was just shoulders on, no actual tackling, and it was giving each side an opportunity to be attacking and defending in actual big groups. So today didn't really have a lot, so the next part of it was split forwards and backs. So the backs did like kicking and positional work, while the forwards did, we were supposed to do scrums and lineouts, but the lineouts ended up taking a lot of time, so we only did lineouts. But it was good to get that practice in because we're starting to get that defensive lift as well, which we really needed for the last game as it wasn't great at all. So we ended up using some of that, using new calls as well. So me and the other hooker had time to practice our hooker throws against the wall, trying to learn new ones, and then we had it in like a game situation of 2v2, you're still trying to get it to your own team. And then finally it was gym, which was upper body. So a lot of shoulder press, bench press, more planks because my coach loves planks, which I still hate, but yeah, no, it's not great. However, my time has increased by a lot, so like at the start I could barely do 30 seconds. I'd do 30 seconds and I'd go, God damn, I'm tired. And then this time I now do, and then after that, we did 3. So I did 1 minute, had a 1 minute break, another 1 minute, had a 1 minute break, then another one. But now I'm starting to do 1 minute 30, 1 minute break, 1 minute 30, 1 minute break, 1 minute 30 3 times. So it's definitely gotten a lot better, but I hate planks so much. And there's another one, so it's like practicing to be able to do a pull-up. So, because there's a lot of us that can't do pull-ups. So you have to start up and then count for 3 as you go down. And it is so hard. So I'm finally home, and I think Fridays end a lot earlier than about every other day, as today ended at 12:40, so I managed to get home quite early. However, it wasn't my best day today, only because I just don't think I was like feeling it. It was definitely like an off day. I couldn't catch the ball, and it just wasn't my best. So today was mostly focused on attack. So there was quite a bit of tackling, but a lot of people, so we have a traffic system on like how you feel. A lot of people picked red and yellow, so they definitely lessened the tackling. I think everyone was quite achy because we also did tackling on Wednesday, but it was definitely a lot less than it was supposed to. But I wasn't that unhappy with it, as I said, it wasn't my best day. So we had gym in the morning, which I quite liked. It was a bit early, but managed to get it over and done with. And then we went out, did some tackling, did a little bit of handling, and it was mostly just doing like attack drills, like getting in the right position and placements and everything like that. And then we finally did a 15 versus 15 game at the end. However, it was only shoulders on, and it was trying to get like the least amount of sit-ups as possible, like trying to get to the other side as quickly as possible. So that meant getting it to the wing quickly and just a few pods going in, and it was back and forth. So it was quite a long day, but I'm quite happy to be back home.